Look at this. It's just oh my god. No way. Holy crap. Early game OP build, man. Holy crap. Guys, this is a fresh run. Absolutely demolished. Holy crap, dude. These long bosses are nothing, man. Welcome back, YouTube. It is Zach the Ripper here, once again back with another Black Myth Wukong build video. Before we get started, go ahead and like the video and hit subscribe on the channel so I stay in your algorithm. Let's get into the build. So I've got no face cam today because I am feeling a little bit under the weather, but that's not going to stop me from bringing you the best content here on YouTube about Black Myth Wukong. Ladies and gentlemen, I love all the feedback here on the channel, and one of the primary concerns that I see in the comments is that there are no early game builds that are incredibly OP. Today, we aim to change that. Now, I want to preface this by saying, if you do not play a video game in general and go collect items, you do not have anything to create a quote-unquote build. So, it will take a little bit of effort on your part, but by Chapter 3, we are going to be destroying things, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So if you are a brand new player or this is a fresh run, let me go ahead and show you where to collect the majority of these items so we can go ahead and get this build put together. Let me start off by showing you that we are here in a fresh run. As you can see, I only have one relic unlocked here. Later in the video, you'll see that I have a couple other relics unlocked by the time I get to Chapter 3. This is just to show you transparency and that I have not just collected these things and gotten super overpowered and then I'm just showing you in a later game cycle after I'm taking a bunch of medicines or anything like that. I am doing a fresh run right along with you in this video. If you're already familiar on where to get most of the things in Black Myth Wukong, I will be leaving timestamps down in the description to show you the final build and the build demonstration in action. Now, in order to maximize the potential of this build, don't forget these pills scattered throughout the chapters in order to increase your mana. One of the first things we're going to be acquiring is the Gourd Taoist Spirit Summon. Next up, we're going to acquire the Plaguebane Gourd. It is found by doing the Tiger Acolyte's quest, killing the Mad Tiger in the well, and it'll be in the chest right here. Next up, after you have defeated the Tiger Vanguard boss, don't forget to go down into the cellar to get a very missable item for your soak. It is called the Tiger Relic. Let me go ahead and speed this up real quick so I can show you where it's at. Now, just across the way there is the pill. Once you start sliding down and you get close to the ledge, you're going to want to do a jump attack and then a heavy attack mid-air in order to get an extra boost and grab that. Just like that. Moving on to Chapter 3, we are going to acquire the Turtle Tear found right here on the beach just off Turtle Island after you fight the Opera Monobat. Next up, from the Towers of Karma rest site, we want to go right here and farm these guys for 3 Beast Buddha. Directly down the road, also from the Towers of Karma site, you want to come down here and grab this very important drink called the Jade Essence. While we are here near the Towers of Karma, we are going to progress the Watermelon Patch quest line because we are going to need the Pluck of Many as well as Spellbinder. Okay, and from the new Thunderclap Temple, we are approaching one of the final things that you need to farm for. These things are called the Thunder Flame Seals. I'm going to show you exactly where to go in order to farm them. These guys on the hill here, you have plenty of options. There's actually 4 of them that spawn at once. Don't forget to upgrade your Gourd Taoist to get the maximum amount of mana so you get the most benefit out of this build. By Chapter 3, you should have access to the Ruyi Scroll, so make sure to go ahead and max out your mana and your stamina as much as you possibly can with your Mind Cores. Don't forget to challenge the Blacksmith so that way you can unlock a 3rd Curio slot. Okay, here is your mid-video reminder to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This video took a lot of work at going from a fresh run and getting all of these items right along with you. Let me go ahead and show you how the build is right now. As it stands, I am only level 66 right now, so you see my stats here. We are rocking the Cane Gen staff, which you can naturally gain by progressing to Chapter 3. We also have the Wind Tamer. Later on, I would recommend upgrading this to using the needle from now on for a little more critical hit damage and a little more critical hit chance. We have our Gourd Taoist right now, and I don't have enough materials yet to increase him to his maximum level, but he is still benefiting our overall mana. For our armor set, we are going to be running the Pilgrim's Headband just in case we need to use the Gourd while sprinting. That is the only passive effect we're really worried about on that one. Now, we are choosing the Ochre Battle Robe. This you can naturally get as well here in Chapter 3. We're doing this because we are going to be using the Pluck of Many strategy, and the duplicates are going to get a little bit of extra damage reduction so they do not get destroyed. So that's what we're going to be looking into right there. We're also running the same for the Arm Guards and the same for the Greaves. Down here, we have farmed 3 Thunderflame Seals, as I showed you earlier. This is to get the maximum amount of benefit for our Spellbinder, increasing our mana. You see it's at 512. After we do crush Spellbinder, we are going to be swapping these out, most likely for at least 2 of these Beast Buddhas and 1 of these Cat-Eyed Beasts for maximum benefit. You can put on all 3 Beast Buddha. It is completely up to you, but our Pluck of Many are going to be going absolutely ham. I just want to show you that I have not advanced the game at all. We only have 2 relics. I haven't even completed Chapter 3 yet. For my first relic, I put on Opportune Watcher, so that way we can get some extra focus. And All Ears, so that way all various combos, we get a little bit of invincibility, because our health is a little low still around this time. Again, this is a beginner build. For my skill tree, as you can see, I did not go crazy with a whole bunch of stuff. I gave us a little bit of extra health, a little bit of extra stamina. If you do come up with your stamina even more, that will increase your critical hit damage for the Spellbinder. Down here, we want to increase our defense as much as we can. Obviously, a little bit of critical hit chance as well. This is a very, very important one, the maximum mana. You want to spec this out as much as you possibly can. Spellbinder will give you the maximum benefit for your strength. So, more mana for Spellbinder, strength, and more stamina in Spellbinder gives us more critical hit damage. Down here, I obviously increased my attack all the way. One thing I want to note is that your Pluck of Many, when you cast them, they inherit your stats when you cast them. So, you want to make sure stuff like this is completely maxed out. Their defense is your defense. So if your defense is at 0, they might get killed by the enemy a little bit faster. Moving over to our staff stances, as you can see, I haven't upgraded very much. I'm kind of leaning into the smash stance. I used a lot of my skill points only in the foundation. And over here, we can see in our mysticism, go ahead and spec out Spellbinder, especially down here when you want to convert mana to attack. Very important right here. Over here in our strand, it goes without saying that we do max out our Pluck of Many. This is where a lot of my other stat points went. So that way we do the maximum amount of damage with the Pluck. Transformations, we put nothing into it. In our Plaguebane Gourd, this is the reason why we're using this. Our health recovery is halved, yes, but the attack is increased for a short duration. Over here in my inventory, as you can see, this is just natural progression. You might have just about the same amount of pills and medicines that I do. I am going to use them in this video, so that way you can see the potential behind this build and the amount of damage you can really do. Just in Chapter 3 alone, we might even travel back to some Chapter 2 bosses, so that way you can go back and do some of the optional ones and just absolutely destroy stuff. Keep in mind that as you progress further in the game, this build will get stronger and stronger and stronger, and you can perform this exact same strat. You'll get upgraded staffs. You'll be able to max out your spirit summon, for instance, and you will get obviously more defense by being able to upgrade your epic gear into mythical gear. Now, if for any reason you do find yourself wanting to use a different set of armor set, that is totally fine, especially when you get to later chapters in Chapter 6, where you might want to use the Spike Shaft Staff and Wukong's Headdress, so that way you can get 30 mana apiece, also increasing the effect of the Spellbinder. But again, this is a very OP early game build that could probably carry you through most of the game. Okay, so here we are set up outside of the non-able fight. This is one of my favorite fights in order to test builds out on. This is what we're going to do. The order of operation is to go ahead and drink from your gourd, so you get the Tiger Relic benefit. Go ahead with your Gourd-Eyed Taoist and cast your Pluck of Many. And now we're going to abuse our gourd here until we get maximum mana again. And then we can pop Spellbinder. Now let's go give him the business. Holy crap. Guys, this is a fresh run. Absolutely demolished. All right, we're setting up in front of the Earth Wolf fight right here. Do that. Or you can cast Pluck. All right, while he's taking his time. All right. We're going to get that Spellbinder. Crush that real quick. Look at this. It's just oh my god. No way. Holy crap. Dude, that was pretty fast. Here we are at the Red Long fight. So let's go ahead and do some buffing up. I'll take one of these. We'll do this. cast our pluck. Go ahead and abuse the gourd real quick. And we'll crush Spellbinder. After that, instantly go in and trade out your talismans. Again, let's go with that. And let's go aggro him. Usually he comes right to us. Wow, that's a ton of criticals, honestly. Holy crap, dude. These long bosses are nothing, man. Yo. That was insane. Early game OP build, man. Probably not going to be able to swap out our Curios. It's going to happen every so often. But once we aggro him, we want to try to stay up underneath our Spirit Summon tree in order to gain the maximum benefit to, you know, take him down quick. So let's see what we can do here. Let him come to us. There we go. Cast that. Let's see if we can cast Pluck real quick. Get out of the way. There we go. Start drinking. Again, the Pilgrim's Headband is really good in case you need to run. That's all right. Still got that Spellbinder. He's kind of a menace. But the Pluck's still going to work on him. This is insane damage, though. Am I gonna one-cycle him? No way. Okay, so here I am approaching the Yellowbrow fight. I want to remind you, again, this is about getting as OP as you can early in the game. So I want to test this out and see what it's going to do against one of the bigger chapter bosses. Obviously, I can't go to, like, the final boss. This is not really an end-game build because there are some things you can obtain later on and get a lot more powerful. Otherwise, I would just be showcasing that. But this is to get as OP as you can, as early as you can. All right, let's see what it does against Yellowbrow. All right. Looks like we got some hyper armor through that, but that's good. It's good for us. All right, we got our Pluck of Mini out. And this is why we have the Pilgrim's Headband on us. So we can drink and drink while we're running. All right. Where's he going? Okay. Honestly, oh my god. This is incredible. Guys, if you want to get OP early, this is the build to do it on. Yellowbrow first one is almost done. No way. Can run back under here and probably get a little more of a boost. He's actually dead. He's dead already. No way. This is a very early OP build, man. I highly recommend it. This is my first time trying him, and it was effortless. Okay, here's the last fight of the video. To be honest, this is the last fight I have even available to me in Chapter 3. So let's go ahead and do this thing. Just like that. Cast our Gourd Taoist. All right, Pluck of Mini real quick. Probably not going to get a chance to change our Curios, though. All right, Crush Spellbinder. Let him come to us. Try to keep him off balance from the beginning. That way the boys can go to work. That Skyfall strike right there is so good. Oh, that's okay, but look at that massive damage, man. Holy crap. Back up a little bit. This is still insane damage for what this build is. Oh man, he hit me with a tail. Guys, if you enjoyed the content, please like the video, hit subscribe on the channel so I stay in your algorithm. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay deadly. I'll catch you in the next video.